This is my presentation today, which I will be presenting about the challenges faced by the Tonga and the Honolulu Red Cross, which is today will be providing suggestions to improve the Red Cross services in both countries. From the research that I conduct, both from the Tonga and the Honolulu Red Cross has also bring up the idea that most challenges that are faced by the Honolulu or the Tonga Red Cross are this very similar challenges that are faced with Red Cross all over the world. So today, as based from the information that I've got from the Tonga and the Honolulu Red Cross, that more very similar challenges that are faced by the Tonga and the Honolulu Red Cross are similar to challenges faced from countries all over the world. Here are the challenges that I found from my research that I've conducted, but I've only been focused on three main challenges today. First is the financial challenges, securing volunteers, and also with reporting of information. Um, those are the three challenges that I will be talking about in this presentation, but in my term papers I will be able to detail all of these challenges. So the first one is the challenge and suggestion from the financial challenges. So from Carol Ka'apu from the Honolulu Red Cross, she said that because the Red Cross is a very independent organization, and they receive majority of their aid from donors and also from other countries. When the economy in the world or in a specific country is in recession or going down, it's very hard for them to be able to receive aid or donors from other countries. So because of this a challenge or this issue happening to other countries and also in the world in general, it is hard to receive aid or also help for the Red Cross, and this is a challenge for them. Also, another challenge for on their financial part is that using money on a different way and not on a job related. Suggestion that I have provided here is to be able to budget. A great leader knows how to budget. When they budget, they're able to it allowed them to be able not to spend on the unnecessary stuff, because when they get a lot of money in their hand, they will be able to spend on the unnecessary items, and also will help them sustain them financially for future. For example, if they can save 5% of their expense projection for a year, that will leave them and that extra money to be able to help in the unseen future happenings, because there's always an unseen occurrence or disaster coming, so they don't have to ask for more money. Another way to be able to help them with their financial challenge is to be able to streamline their services and their goals and what they have been doing so far worldwide. So because of this, other countries and huge organization will be able to help them and support them money-wise or other item-wise, such as healthcare and such. They can also do fundraising or to be able to do service project in terms of exchange for finance or other support. The next one is the lack of volunteers. The secure volunteer have been received information how these two organization of Red Cross has been having a hard time looking for volunteers and securing a number of volunteers, and also if, when they receive volunteers, they hardly have any volunteers that have been trained to be able to help out. So this is also a challenge for the Red Cross in general. So there are suggestions, as you can see the little table next to the information. It is a volunteer training, or just a Red Cross training here in Hawaii. They're able to in details what is the course they will be trained about, or they will be learned, the date and the time, and also location. And this should be able to establish or be able to create in Tonga Red Cross, so that they will, or everybody, they receive trainings either in the community, in the workplace, and also in school. And this is very important because in terms of disaster, when everybody is like running around and trying to help and seek help, we can be able to just draw numbers of volunteers for these people, and if they're being trained in either in school, in workplace, and in the community, and that is an advantage and it's a benefit. And plus, it will just help people to help themselves, so they can also to help others. We can also give a numbers of volunteer if we provide incentives such as a certificate, recognitions, or also first aid kits, free first aid kits. This will help volunteers to be able to be motivated and be able to attend more and be able to come and help. Because we don't have these things, it's better for them to just rest and stay within their families and whatnot. We can also screen volunteers availability because there's also an issue that we don't we weren't able to get enough volunteers because they're busy or they're working at that time or at church. But when we know the available times of these volunteers, we'll be able to help them, call them in the right time, and also knowing that they're free, so that we can be able to provide the help they needed for others. This is just pictures of what I've been suggesting. Like, these are a group of trained volunteers. They have incentives here, such as volunteer certificate, and also the first aid kit. There's this volunteer training, or just train of first aid and Red Cross in general for schools. These are in community, in the workplace. This is in school and also workplace for nurses here in Tonga. The last challenge that we'll be talking about today is the reporting of information. There has been an issue of reporting information which are false information we reported, and because of this, there's like missings of all information about the volunteers and their skills, where are they and how effective, what are the improvements. This data is very important for reporting of annual help for Red Cross and also for a government. But this, because of missing of information, this isn't an issue. This is an issue, and their suggestion that I have provided here is to be able to assign a recorder that can be a volunteer to record accurate information. And if we weren't able to provide the accurate information that are needed, we should be able to conduct a survey from those who receive relief. By doing this, we'll be able to address what is needed in the future, what can be improved, and also what went well, so that it will better help and improve the service of Red Cross all over the world. Recording can also be included, the checked in, volunteers checked in, what are their names, what are their skills, and where are they being sent, what shelter they're being sent off to, because when we track this information, that everything goes smoothly. So the main points of my presentation here is to be able to know the challenges that each Red Cross or organization face, and being able to provide the suggestion that they need, and hopefully that these suggestions can be able to be useful for either the Honolulu or also in the Tongan Red Cross. And like I said before, that they face a very similar challenges, not just only in the Tonga or the Honolulu, but all over the Red Cross all over the world, and they should be implemented and be able to streamline or shared, so that to improve all services of Red Cross. References and also more references will appear on my paper. Thank you very much.